The Stanford Cyber Policy Center, get used to that name for a moment, a longtime institution tied to Democrat circles, now at the center of the censorship industrial complex.
Michael Shellenberger's public news exposing secret meetings hosted with foreign governments, all aimed at coordinating online censorship going back as far as 2022 with former President Obama's involvement.
And joining us now, the aforementioned public news founder, Michael Shellenberger. Michael, dive right into this. One of the things that concerns me, or should at least get your attention, is Mike McFaul, the former ambassador to Russia from Barack Obama, and I'm wondering, are there more ties here?
Hey, David and Katie, great to be with you guys. Yeah, I mean, look, this is a very significant finding. A whistleblower leaked a secret meeting agenda at this Stanford Cyber Policy Center, which is the same place that Barack Obama spoke at in 2022, where he advocated sweeping government censorship. 1 week later, the DHS's Disinformation Governance Board announced that it was launching an effort that was really an Orwellian Ministry of Truth to censor the internet, to police what people were saying online. That was such an outcry against that they basically shut it down. The Department of Homeland Security did. But then this institute, the same place, Stanford Cyber Policy Center, was involved in some of the worst censorship that we saw in 2020 and 2021 of both election and COVID information. They had closed their main Stanford Internet Observatory last year. We thought they were getting out of the censorship business. Turned out that they just went underground and started organizing a foreign censorship effort where they brought together the EU, the UK, Brazil, Australia in a scheme, very clearly a scheme to coordinate and demand global censorship, including of U.S. tech firms and including of Americans.
Yeah, Michael, this is a very serious problem. When you go to Europe, it's worrisome that you could be an American in the UK or Germany, for example, and get arrested for posting the wrong thing on the internet because they're arresting their citizens for doing exactly that. We have laws in the United States against foreign campaign donations. What can the government do to possibly maybe ban, working with these foreign institutions to censor and subvert the constitutional rights of Americans here at home? Because as you said, they keep doing this. We thought it was over, and then the octopus pops up with another leg.
Yeah, I mean, what's so dangerous about this, because the First Amendment is so strong compared to every other country in the world in protecting us from government censorship. What's so dangerous about this is that these are foreign governments that are basically trying to put pressure and demand censorship from Facebook, Instagram, X, all the social media platforms, to get them to apply the same censorship standard globally that they're going to apply in their own country. They even call this the Brussels effect after the capital of the European Union. They want to use their economic power because, of course, the U.S. is big, but all the other countries in the world working together are bigger than us. So they really want to pressure these social media platforms to engage in this global censorship as a way around the First Amendment. This is what they did before. They're constantly trying to they know they have a problem with the First Amendment, so they're trying to get other people. The first time it was so-called non-governmental organizations, one of them which was at Stanford, and now they're trying to get foreign governments to censor us. They just can't. They're so obsessed with censoring the American people. And Stanford Policy Center, that's the group that everybody should know that name. That's a group of people that are desperate to censor their fellow Americans. They need to be kept as far away from power as possible. I hope they get defunded. Stanford needs to distance themselves from this. This is really un-American, sinister and insidious in my view.
Absolutely.
Michael, and we've got to wrap here quickly, but I think big tech, if you think about the companies that get hit, the Facebooks, all these companies, Meta, all Google and the others that get hit by all this censorship, the taxes, the VAT, all the things they get hit over there, they should be fighting back against the DSA and all of these boys in Brussels.
Yeah, that's right. And, look, Zuckerberg, the head of Meta, Facebook, promised he would help to fight foreign censorship. We haven't seen him do that. Elon Musk has taken a strong position on this, but Google, Facebook, all of the major social media platforms admitted that the Biden administration forced them to censor accurate information about COVID, accurate information about Hunter Biden's laptop. If we don't hold a strong line here, we need our tech companies to find some backbone. We need the Trump administration to put some pressure on our so-called allies to knock it off, that they need to stop trying to censor Americans and U.S. tech companies. It's just gotten out of hand. The standard globally should be the First Amendment. It should not be the censorship regime in places like Britain, where they arrest 30 people a day for things that they say online.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
we will not tolerate thought crime in the U.S. Michael Shellenberger, thank you.